Hi guys, what is up? So today I am flying to Denver, Colorado. So I'm departing here. I have a fuel stop at 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's my halfway point. I was supposed to depart on Sunday. Then there was an ice storm, so I didn't. That basically lasted until like Monday afternoon. Then on Tuesday, I just had too many meetings to deal with. And it turned out to be beautiful weather. So that part kind of sucks. And then the next day, it was yesterday. So we had a little pocket of snow right when my departure time was, and it lasted for like a good 2 to 3 hours. Um, so didn't depart then because I didn't want to be landing at Denver at nighttime. And then went up and I practiced instrument approaches with a buddy. And when I came back, I couldn't shut down the engine by leaning the mixture. Normally, when you take the mixture all the way out, it cuts off fuel to the engine, which should make it shut down. So I had to turn it off via the mags. I had a mechanic look at it this morning. He said it could be two things. Either the engine was flooded because this girl likes to be lean. She needs the fuel to start, obviously. But after the engine starts, she doesn't like as much fuel. So, which is both good and bad. It's not really too awful. It's either that or it needs a fuel servo overhaul, which is $2,000, and I would probably need to wait on that part for a while. So we did a run up after assessing everything, or we started the engine and she shut off just fine. So I am going to be watching everything like a hawk. I got my eyes on the fuel flow, and there's plenty of places to land in between. So it's always better to be safe than sorry. If it becomes like an issue, I am definitely going to land, rent a car, and drive out to Denver, Colorado. But he thinks that the engine was just flooded. I think that the engine was just flooded. Because sometimes when you're practicing instrument approaches, like you're not as focused as leaning out the aircraft as you should be, because there's so many other things going on. You have to load a procedure, activate a procedure, brief the approach plates. Like we did an ILS, a VOR, and RNAV. I did most of it off of autopilot. I think I shot one approach on autopilot. So there was definitely like a lot happening, and I think on like one of the approaches I left like the mixture full in. So today is the test. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I got that traffic that's landing in sight. I'm gonna do my run up though, so I'm gonna put my mixture full in. Let me double check everything here. Would love to avoid a $2,000 problem if possible. Obviously, if it needs replacing, and it'll get replaced. I also just paid for my annual, so yeah. But if it needs replacing, it needs replacing. Alright, trim has been set for takeoff. I'm gonna do flight controls, full left, full right. Alright, she's good to go. And for that person that made the comment about shoulder harnesses, I will put on my shoulder harness. Alright, 232323. We're gonna go full power, right rudder. Alright, rotate at 65. That gear is up. Everything feels calm now in comparison to yesterday.
At 8:35, contact approach 121.1.
Yesterday was just so much. there's the snow, and then I got to fly, and then even though I got to
That's
fly,
884 for direct miles lead on alert arrival 23 left.
it was like there was issues that happened.
Okay, for the traffic about 40 or south, westbound indicate 2,200.
I really do think it was just there was too much fuel flow.
835 any approach heading here.
And then the engine was flooded, so it didn't shut down. I should have seen how long it took the engine to shut down. I think that's what I'll do after I land today. If it's doing the same thing, I'm gonna just wait. I'm just gonna let it, all the fuel work itself out.
That's the 39 contact approach 119.05.
Take videos for the mechanic. I'm actually really happy that I was filming yesterday because I saved
11396 any approach.
it helped the mechanic kind of like
396 contact approach 119.05.
assess what was happening because I filmed
That's 835 approach.
the initial startup, the initial shutdown, and like even like my brain, I was kind of like, that was a little weird. So I think it's I mentioned this in the video that I made yesterday, which I'll link with this one. But what was I gonna say? Oh, right, the bathtub test. So if there's gonna be a problem, you're gonna find it like right after
approach the air transmission ident.
within like the first couple of flights after annual. That's why it's like so.
Okay, I've been trying to call you several times. Tell us 835 contact approach 121.1.
Oh, is there some drama happening? Gee. I love it when controllers get a little snarky. Yeah, so bathtub test. So after it's installed, within the first couple of uses is when you're gonna see. That's why it's important to go out and do test flying after you get an annual or any kind of maintenance done on the blade. Also, another thing, it's better to know that there is an issue than to not know if there's an issue. Because now I'm being extra cautious, extra vigilant. There's plenty of airports that I can land at. And if not, I'll find a road. I would hate to land on a road. I do not want to be on the news. No, thank you.
November 211, traffic no factor.
No. I just feel like all my problems disappear up here. Like, there's no stress. Just views all around. And it's a pretty clear day, too. After all that weather that we had to deal with. Mother
Contact towers.
Mother Nature throwing her temper tantrums. This is nice. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna turn you off for now, and then when I'm coming in for a landing at my field point, I'll probably start you back up. So, yeah, in a few seconds. Hi guys, I'm back. So, started our descent down. They gave me 3,000 and pilot's discretion. I did my little utilities magic with my GPS, and it says like I have a good like 400 foot per meter descent at this point, so that is awesome. I am just getting a tap in there for when they're ready to switch me over for the CTAS.
Clear wings 3206, contact Kansas City Center 119.6. Hit it.
So far, things have been boring and uneventful, but keeping an eye on the engine temperature gauges and the fuel flow. Everything seems fine, routine. So hopefully this shutdown is also routine, is my hope. And yeah, we're descending down to 3,000. I requested the visual for runway 33. They weren't reporting winds in the weather report, so I just kind of looked on ForeFlight. The winds are 030 at 5 knots.
November 563 C Yankee Kansas City Center, Chillicothe, altimeter 3002.
I also saw somebody in the pattern a little bit earlier, and it looked
November
like they were...
640 Delta Fox, contact Kansas City Center, 120.2-2020.
It looked like they were landing runway 33.
Pat 300, or sorry, Pat 300, call maintain follow 230.
The person landing has a better view of the windsock
And just
than I
verify
did.
2323.
So, I'm gonna go based off of what they were doing.
Thanks.
I know I have
The call sign on the free.
of the windsock.
119.6. Or sorry, I gave you the wrong one. 1947. There you go. Thanks.
And it's kind of warm, actually. It's like around 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Excuse me, sorry. It's about like 20 degrees Fahrenheit here, and we're currently at 6,800, descending down to 3,000. So, I'm sure it'll be a little toasty once we hit the ground. Yeah, actually, it looks like it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit there. It's so beautiful out, and it hasn't been like bumpy or anything like that. So super, super happy about that. It's hard to believe that it like snowed yesterday. I've been trying to keep the checklist up here. The
Thank you.
block the sun from the GoPro, because otherwise
Number 3003.
it keeps falling. Whenever I'm descending, I just kind of keep an eye on my manacle pressure, as for every 1,000 feet you descend, it goes up an inch. So, just to keep the descent nice and smooth. Okay, prep to take her off autopilot. Honey, on my left base. Runner field traffic. Alright, fuel's on proper tank, mixture is set, prop is set, gear is down. Electric fuel pump is on. I got one more notch of flaps to work with. Well, I actually got 2 more notches of flaps to work with, but we're doing fine. I actually need to take out Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. Gonna butter this landing. Just kidding. I shouldn't say that. I always jinx myself with that. Ooh, and touchdown. Just within the 1,000 foot markers. Cool. Okay, just fueled up at Brenner Field. So I got full fuel on both sides. It's hot and a bit windy, a bit gusty. I got a good view of the windsock now, though. I'm trying to get up off the ground as quick as I can, so I just kind of filed direct at 10,000. If they need to amend it in the air, they can. And yeah, so let's fly the rest of the way to Denver. Been dealing with slight turbulence for like the past 2 hours. And normally I'm cool with turbulence, but when you're dealing with it for 2 hours, you're just kind of like getting tossed around a little bit over here, a little bit over there. It wears on you. I think it wears on you more mentally than anything else, because like, you know, every single little like push or bump, you're just like, you're scanning everything, and then you're like, it's harder to focus on the scan too, because you're just everywhere. So we are currently 50 nautical miles from the field. We are direct Rocky Mountain Metro. Let me look at my flight plan. We should be landing in about 26 minutes. But yeah, it's definitely busy around Denver. Like, I see a couple little planes. I think they're VFR. I can start scanning for them just in case they hack me. But I see the mountains. They're starting to come into focus. So when I was really little, this is my dad used to work in his ski patrol. So he was like really into skiing. He also used to do, when he was like in his teenage years, the big ski jumps. Um, so he's an avid skier. So of course he taught me how to ski too, which I'm very appreciative now. When I was 5 years old and we used to do these road trips out to Colorado, it was a little bit of a different story. When you're 5 years old, you're hungry, you're tired, you've been skiing all day, and you have to get to the in, D out, and you don't understand why you can't just be like done in that moment. Um, you know, Tensions get high. I think my dad was a great teacher of how to ski, but he wasn't patient enough to be a coach. So it's all good. We go skiing now every once in a while. He's been out to Colorado at least like 3 times this year, which is good. We were planning to do an international ski trip. We were looking at the Dolomites back in like 2024 or something like that. But then he got sick, so we had to kind of like put that plan on the back burner. He had a little bit of cancer, which he's in remission now, and he's skiing, so that is a good sign. But yeah, so I'm excited to go skiing with my dad. I need to get the interior redone or butter pads for these seats, especially this one. Like if you sit in this, the times I've sat in this chair in the co-pilot seat, and it just feels so much nicer. Because this one, like, it's just, I don't know. You can tell it's been sat in a lot. So, and it's been worked to somebody else's butt. Not mine. I think I got the field in sight. The mountains are getting closer. I hope you can see that on the 360. We're landing straight at them.
Back 6 Foxtrot, squawk 0456.
That's the guy that's been following me. It's gotta be so much fun to say. Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Actually, that's kind of hard to say. Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Squawk 76 Foxtrot, radar contact to the northeast of Metro, flight A150, vectors for the ILS. 150 vectors for the ILS, 76 Foxtrot.
I'm just gonna laugh every single time I hear it now. But seriously, that's the dude that's been following me. Or he was following me. Now he's a little bit more north. Metro Tower on the visual for runway 30 right.
Metro Tower, runway 30 right, clear to land, the weight is 607.
Clear to land, 30 right.